Phasmophobia is a game that I am somewhat familiar with. I played it for the first time about a year ago with a few friends, and while they were having a fun time, I was busy counting my sins because I was literally about to die from boredom. This game straight up did not click with me, yet the friends who I played it with were absolutely in love with this game. I'm talking straight up game nights, night after night after night. A fucking group chat was made for Phasmophobia. Of course, I didn't tag along after the second play session because I was getting a little too close to writing my last will due to how straight up lame my experience with this game was. As you can expect, I immediately uninstalled and refunded this snooze fest. Then about 6 months later, bought it again because I was playing it with another friend, and I have to say, the game was still fucking ass. I'm sorry, I just didn't like it. I decided to keep the game, uninstall it, and that's where I left it. Until recently. This game is a fucking stain on my Steam library. Between all the hentai games, Souls-likes, and horror games sits Phasmophobia, a game I genuinely am puzzled by. Every time I talk to someone about this game or watch someone play it, I always get two very polarizing responses. Extreme excitement, followed by a passionate gargle of what they love about this game, or an unenthusiastic groan about how unengaging the game is and the longing for a refund. Guess which camp I fall into? While researching this game, I was hit with the same excuse that vegans hit you with on the internet when you tell them that tofu is shit. You're not doing it right. People brought up that you're supposed to roleplay and pretend that you're really there, so okay. As a former theater nerd, I decided that maybe this tiny shred of copium could actually shed some light on my dissatisfaction with the game. Maybe this time I'll try getting into character. Who knows, I might actually like it. So here I go once again into the big spooky question mark that is Phasmophobia. Booting up the game felt kinda nice, to be honest. Seeing this big old journal filled with tons of spirits and ghouls and the like filled me with excitement. I was actually looking forward to playing detective and seeing what I could find. And I'm proud to announce the game did not disappoint. Like many other horror games, this game is at its best when the tried and true duo of good sound and nyctophobia work in tandem with each other. And I think being alone helps to elevate it even more. When you actually play this game as a Giga Chad, aka solo, you start to realize how fucking tense the atmosphere is. Whereas other games like Slender had background music in the form of very intimidating drums, and Outlast has fucking chase themes like its DVD, Phasmophobia has nothing. Literally nothing. All of its sound design is completely diegetic, which means that the noise in question can be heard by the actual characters inside whatever media we're talking about. Think of footsteps in Overwatch versus the overtime theme. I'm sure everyone can hear Roadhog's fat ass footsteps. This would count as diegetic noise since the characters in Overwatch would also hear it. But it's not like all of them have AirPods on and just collectively decided to listen to the overtime theme. That would count as non-diegetic. Only we, the viewer, can hear it. And when you have a game like this, where everything you hear is actually happening in-game, it makes it feel really, really tense. You enter this state of paranoia. Every single little noise sounds like a gunshot. The door slamming, your heart beating, the creak of the stairs, the flickering of the lights, all of it gets fucking amplified in your brain, and it's wonderful. I genuinely held my breath because I knew any noise and my mic would blow my fucking cover. I always love when games utilize voice chat. There are two types of people who use their mics in game. The fucking immersed Giga Chads who use open mic the entire time and just act like they're actually there, or the pussies who use push to talk. If you use push to talk, you're a loser and you're robbing yourself of some spine-chilling spooks. Having to monitor my heavy-ass mouth breathing as I try to keep myself from getting clobbered by ghosts is some of the most fun I've had all year. It came to a point where I was literally humming and singing to myself to stabilize my fear levels. Life could be a dream, life could... That ass felt like I was in Luigi's Mansion there for a second. It's rare to have horror games actually shut me up that quickly, but Phasmophobia just has that dog in it, I guess. However, one thing about this game cannot be understated: the detective gameplay. Yes! When I played this in the past, I was bored out of my goddamn mind. And if you played this game and had a similar experience, take it from me. Play the game alone. Trust me, this game goes from a 20 to a 90 easy. I felt like I was Sherlock Holmes, testing out all sorts of gadgets, treading over the same areas over and over again, scribbling in my journal about what the ghost could and couldn't be, using logic and rational thinking to temper my decisions. I felt so cool. You don't understand. I even got into character while playing.
I'm going to sit down the journal and you are going to write in it. Hello, my friend. It is nice and bright in here. Are you ready? Get to writing. I shall give you some space, my friend. Come on, use the English language. My friend?
Other than playing the game solo, I can only recommend you use one very, very crucial tool. Not the cross, not the journal, no, not even the flashlight. The tool in question is patience. In Phasmophobia, if you're not drenched in sweat, then you'll probably play like me. Very, very slowly. This game is at its best when you don't view it as a game and just let its atmosphere engulf you. Becoming truly immersed in Phasmophobia is an experience I never thought I'd get from this game. Looking over the same places again and again, double and triple checking to make sure you got every clue, scratching off things from the journal only to unscratch them because you have a nagging feeling you missed something. And there's nothing more satisfying than that patience and bravery being rewarded upon the discovery of an overlooked clue or a new detail or a revelation come to light. And yes, I said bravery, because despite me being quite comfortable with horror games, I still get scared. And trust me when I say this, there will be times when you don't want to re-enter the house or the cabin or wherever you were. You just want to take a good guess after a mediocre search and be done with it. But something in the back of your head knows that whatever you're about to pick is wrong. So you go back in, you face your fears, and you get results, and trust me, the satisfaction is unreal. Yes! Let's go! Let's go! TLDR, Phasmophobia is a game that I'm extremely happy I revisited. I thought this was just gonna be me bashing a game for about 5 minutes, but clearly that's not the timeline we ended up in. If any of you play or watch Phasmophobia, share your thoughts about it in the comments. I'm always down to hear other perspectives. And as usual, I am terrible at outros. Bye! Just want to start a flame in your heart. And with your admission that you feel the same, I did reach the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe me, I don't.